Goodgame.
Australians are known for their sporting achievements, swimming, cricket, and now overclocking. Apparently, we've bred some of the world's best modern athletes capable of tweaking computer components so that they far exceed manufacturers' expectations. Today, we meet those pushing CPUs to their limits and beyond.
I'm Dino, and I'm an extreme overclocker. Welcome to my nerd, non-contact sport. I got into overclocking seeing all these guys online pushing their frequencies of their CPUs and really saving money on essentially buying a cheaper component and making it run faster to the level of a more expensive component.
Why are manufacturers supporting overclocking? Wouldn't they normally discourage people from tweaking their products?
In the beginning, it was a dirty word because there was a lot of warranty-related problems, and you push these components and they die, and then people pretend that it just died on its own, that they didn't do anything. They are striving to improve their products. What better way to do it than actually get someone to put some extreme tests on this motherboard and really push it to levels that it's never experienced before.
What advice do you have for someone who's interested in taking up extreme overclocking?
Oh, I would definitely not advise people getting into it. It's a very frustrating sport. It's a very expensive sport, and it's, maybe I'm just making it up. I just don't want too much competition.
Dino, you're preparing for the Australian qualifiers of the World Overclocking Championships. Can you tell me what you're setting up here?
Basically, this is the computer setup. This is where I've got the components that we'll be basically overclocking.
What's the competition like here?
It'll be fierce.
Just get your attention very quickly. We're about to kick off the first stage of the Open competition. They've got 90 minutes to give us their best score, and their time starts now.
The competition is underway. Although what we really want to know is, how did these guys go from amateur tweaking to extreme overclocking?
It's a good question. I've been doing it for a while, to be honest.
I was using the family's computer. The video card was really letting the system down. So I was introduced to overclocking by the store owner who I was buying a video card from. He said, why don't you save money and then overclock to the higher model?
The way the components go together and the cooling aspect, it seems to come fairly naturally to me, not to sound silly or anything like that.
The challenge of trying to, speed things up and make them go faster. Some people do it with cars, some people do it with PCs. So.
In Australia, it's very niche. I mean, this is like the techiest of the techie people, but it's growing in popularity a lot now.
Earlier you had a bit of an overclocking crisis. Can you talk us through what happened?
What happens is, when I was overclocking, I had the graphics card overclocked too far, which crashed the system. But because my temperature was so low, the system wouldn't boot. We call it a cold boot issue. But of course, the issue is, if you do crash, you've then got to warm your pot up, and with the hairdryer, trying to get the pot temperature up so I could get the system to start again.
So what just happened there?
I've got my first score, and I've scored 13,010 points. Near the end, I'll just go nuts with the voltages and everything and try and up it a little, and that's it.
Are you concerned that you might break something? Like
Probably, but I'll just go for it anyway. That's what it's all about.
What happened?
Well, the settings in my BIOS were just not working for me, and I just couldn't get the motherboard to boot after that. I spent 1 hour trying, but it just didn't work.
Okay, so we've got some final results in the open competition. The winner is Dino. Well done, mate.
How does it feel to win?
Oh, it's awesome. I'm really excited, you know. I had a bit of luck and, you know, a bit of perseverance as well.
It may not be the world's most thrilling spectator sport, but what these guys are doing ultimately benefits us gamers with better systems. So Overclockers, we salute you.